Alrighty. Oh, my mouse is not on. Alright, waiting for people to get on TikTok on the live for YouTube. Great day today. This is the hourly chart. Hourly chart. Okay, let's see. I'll zoom out a little bit. Start on the daily. Alrighty, let's talk about today. So today we had another green day. I've been killing it. Today was one of those days where, let me mark out what this is. This is a daily fair value gap for those who don't know, daily FEG. Okay, so today we got daily FEG. So I knew we were going down. 9:30 got the trade today. So at 10 o'clock, I had to play a continuation play. I mean, at 10 o'clock. I broke my rules and I got in early. I got in on the 15-minute on this candle here. It wicked down and then wicked back up on me. And this is why you always follow your rules. Even though, yes, I was right. Am I biased? I got stopped out. And I really didn't get stopped out. My stop loss was here. This 15-minute candle scared me, and I moved my stop loss closer and got stopped out. I moved it like above this fair value gap when it wound up tapping this 15-minute fair value gap and running down. So I just got back in, made my losses back, and then some. So it was a $400 day. So I'm up $600 on the week. I had a loss on Monday, but I gave $1,400 to the market. I should be up $2K right now on my funded account. I called it going to here and here because yesterday we did not tap, and on higher time frames, you definitely want to fill the gap. However, I want to talk about how a lot of us beginner traders, we want to like, oh, we could have took it here, we could have took it here. I mean, I was very confident we were taking it down to here, but a lot of us and everyone on my stream was like, nope, just take it to liquidity. It's fine. You're already up. And I think that's what you need to focus on as a beginner. Like, as beginners, we need to just take our wins. Or if I want like a 1 to 2, technically yes. Take your wins though, and then once we make 100K, 200K, whatever from trading, then we can do multiple TPs. We don't need to focus on multiple TPs right now because if it would have reversed on us, it would have hurt us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus like when you have 100K, $1 million, like a TJR, and all these people who have multiple TPs, like if it reverses on them, they're fine because they made 20K the day before or they have enough money to do so. But as beginners, I just want us to be mindful that, yes, I called this on stream. I said, it's going to this next one. But everyone's like, no, take your money. Don't get greedy, da-da-da. And I was like, fair. But it wound up running down, which I called. But again, I ended my day up $400. Like, take your money. Because if it would have reversed on me and that wound up only being up $100 or even still in the negative, I would have been pissed. So it's like, you got to take your gains. Just food for thought as beginner traders. Take your gains. It's okay if it goes below after. But I've been noticing this. On a full port strategy, you want minimal drawdown. Like the drawdown is what scared me today. That was down 400, and then obviously it made it back, but I made it back and then some, but still. So I feel like if we can I want to back test today, getting in after the displacement. Getting after displacement, taking it a candle or two, and you can full port on that because, one, you have to wait at least a few minutes for the candle to close on a prop firm. You can't just get in and 2 seconds later close it. Some of them I let you do that, but some of them don't. However, like if you take it like this, even this, holding it another 20 minutes probably would have put me up 1,000 plus today. But I could have, without the drawdown, and I just got in here and took it here, I would have been up, like $2,000 or something. So I want to back test this tonight. I want to back test like trading off displacement, even when it's unsure. Like today at 10 a.m. we were unsure, so I was like, oh, that's why I got out, because I thought maybe we would reverse and actually just play a 10 a.m. reversal. But I was really strong on the bias today. I was like, we're going down to this daily fair value gap. I said it like all morning, like we're definitely going down to that fair value gap. 9:30 got the reversal, got the liquidity sweep to tap in. So if you're a 9:30 trader, you had a good, even though reversal really started at 6 a.m. and then obviously we came back in at 9:30. So I knew we were continuing. I definitely should have followed my rules though and waited until after 10 because I either would have got a better entry or I would have definitely got a better entry after 10 o'clock. and I would have seen it coming back up into the surviving gap and not be scared of the drawdown I had. But I want to back test again this displacement, and it probably has to be done on the 15-minute or the 5-minute. On the 30, it would have sucked, but still you could have caught this candle on the 30-minute. You could have full ported this candle. Obviously, you know, your entry would have been worse on the 30-minute, but on the 15-minute, you'd have got a nice little move and took it down to the end of the candle. So I want to back test that tonight. I'm going to back test this full porting strategy. Do you trade futures? Or I trade futures, yes. This is the NASDAQ. So yeah, I'm up 600 on the account. I could have been up $2,000. I want to be up 1,500 by the end of the week, hopefully, but I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. I think, though, to help with this displacement strategy, we should add an EMA. Someone was telling me about this fractal. I'm going to see if it would have helped us today. I mean, I guess it would have. This swing high here. This is the 930, the 930 entry, and then this was the entry at 10 I should have waited for. Swing highs, swing lows. All right, so I mean, I guess we'll keep that on there. I don't really like it. What is it? Silver bullet, macros. I can delete the macros, and then let's bring back the EMA. And I'm gonna see which one lines up better with that first. So right now it's on the 9. And let's see if the 20 lines up better. And we're gonna backtest this on FX replay. I know this doesn't make sense to y'all, but I'll show y'all how it makes sense in a second. Okay. 20 EMA, no, I think the 9 will be better. I don't like the 9 because it kisses too close. It kisses super close to the but the EMA will show you how long to hold your trade, basically. So basically, you got in at this displacement candle. We have a lot of space, and we would have held it. But we would have only took it 2 candles, but you would have sold with this EMA. So I'm going to see how well it plays out. But basically, you wait for the displacement. This is our displacement candle, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to back test tonight. I don't really like this new wave of things we have going on, but I know y'all said it looks better. I'm just going to do the NASDAQ only because, again, we don't have to take the trades that long. We're going to mark out 10 a.m. still. I'll put this down there. Let's go to the next New York session. Let's turn on the EMA, but let's make it a 9. And let's just see. Again, it's really just trying to catch one displacement candle. Let's mark 10 a.m. And let's just see how it works. But you still mark your liquidity points because of, you know, your target. If you're already close to your target, then you want to wait for a liquidity sweep reversal. That's it. So basically, that's how you know if you're continuing. You can trade futures with $100? No, only options. You need at least 500 to 1,000 to trade futures, sadly. You want to, what was I just gonna say? Oh yes, for continuing an expansion, we had the daily low. That was our liquidity point. At 10 a.m., we weren't quite there. So I knew to play a continuation play. Now, if you come down and you wait for it to come to a liquidity point, we're already there. You should wait for a sign of a reversal or something else. Obviously, we had a big fair value gap here that you saw, so I knew we were going to run down to fill it. Because on the higher time frames, it fills gaps a lot. It doesn't just tap like on the 5-minute or the 1-minute. It will really fill a big ass gap. So I just want to see. We're going to go to 15-minute, and you wait for a displacement candle in your direction, basically. We do have some internal liquidity here, and we have one here, and then here is what you mark off. Yeah, I would start with options, honestly. What platform are you using to trade futures? I trade NinjaTrader, and then my platform is Top Step right now. So this is my strategy I'm trying to use to full port Apex and my funded futures. You can get funded in one trade if you can catch it. So let's just see what we get. But I'm trying to see like if I can just catch one displacement, the candle after the displacement candle. Okay. Crazy wick. crazy fucking wick. So I think after this candle, or even honestly this crazy ass wick, I would have got in on that candle. It broke the EMA. Again, you're gonna risk a lot, so all you need is to take it to the top of this candle. So that's the strategy, is because the drawdown is gonna liquidate you, so you need to be ready. But if you would have took that to here, you would have that would have been a great trade. This is a typical liquidity to liquidity. We swept this side on the 1 minute or 5 minute. You would have gone up, took to the other side. Now we're reversing back down. But let's see if we get a better displacement candle to play off of. Not really. Yeah, not really. So you just took this whole candle maybe. It didn't really work out on this day. But, so you have to make sure you see the setup for this. We're just going to see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I don't plan on trading this strategy the rest of the week at all. But if you look on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, let's see if we even got entries for this. Barely. You didn't really get an entry for this. You got a inverted value gap here to enter off of. If that's the trade, if you were taking that buy side before at 9:30, that's the 9:30 traders, and then us 10 a.m. traders are taking the reversal at 10 a.m. off this fair value gap that was made and taking it to the opposing side. So again, the 10 a.m. trade bigger than the 9 a.m. trade, and this is how I plan on continuing to trade. That's the trade. However, I want to see like if we can play displacement, but we did not get that at all on the 15 minute today. Maybe, because even if you got in at the displacement on this candle, this drawdown would have been a lot. So you want to catch like you want to have no drawdown like this, no drawdown. I got in here, had some drawdown. I'm trying to catch these candles, the no drawdown candles. Let's see if that's a thing. Obviously, we might backtest this tonight and be like, this is not a thing. What asset do you have on your chart? What do you mean? Oh, the NASDAQ futures. All right, regular trading day. This is perfect though. Swept sell side, boom, for 9:30. That's your trade. And then us 10 a.m. traders got the bigger trade. I'm sure it's gonna keep running down. Maybe, I mean, ran down more. Oh, there's a gap right here to come out of as well though. Yeah, there's a gap right here. That's why on this strategy, you still want to mark up to know where it's going. You don't want to just start playing stuff. But you want to, yeah, it's just choppy this day. So you would have done the regular strategy. You have to save this for a really good setup. Like you have to see it. Not the next news event, sorry. Next New York session. All right, we filled this gap here. Oh, we're down in it. We have liquidity here. It's giving signs of coming into the gap and reversing, but let's see. At 10 a.m., let's mark our 10 a.m. Let's mark our 10 a.m. and then, oof. Well, 9 o'clock shot up. There's liquidity up here. Right, 10 a.m. I guess this one was just a liquidity sweep of this London high. Didn't go all the way up to Asian. That is our 10 a.m. reversal. Right here. Let's see. This strategy might not work. Okay, that is what you want. We got displacement candle, and then you want to trade this candle down back to liquidity down here. Let's see if it already went. It already went and took it. Boom, and it kept going. So that's what you want. And I was thinking about that lately because sometimes Let's see what this looks like on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Sometimes you get a reversal and you get faked out. Okay, this time we did not. And you see how low the entry was, but like some days it'll do this and it'll be an S&T and it'll stop you out. But obviously a lot of us would have got in right off this gap. So this was a day you could have just took the regular trade. And a lot of days you trade regular. But a full port strategy, you want to wait for... I never wait for the full displacement. But I usually get in on like the top half of the displacement candle or like the middle of it. So it would have been something like this. But you see how you had no drawdown? That's the point of what I'm trying to say on this strategy. It's the no drawdown part. If you can catch it. And if you're risking a lot, this whole candle is like the trade you need, or even half the candle. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be in the trade for at least like 30 to 60 seconds. And then we broke under the EMA. I haven't even been paying attention to the EMA, honestly. We broke below the EMA, so it lined up kind of perfectly with it. And then take it down. This is what I'm trying to catch with like full porting, like 5, 6 contracts, 10 contracts. Then boom, making 6K by the time I get to here, and I can just close my trade. That's how I want to full port the funded account. And it might keep going. Boom, see? So it's like you want to catch these runs. Good 10 a.m. reversal anyway, so we would have been in way up here to take the trade regularly. You wouldn't even have to full port. You could use regular risk management and make a good money on this. But I just want to see how often we see it, how much it lines up with the EMA. That's all. We're back testing, so let's see. But you still have to do, like I said, your overall bias liquidity point, because you can't just get in on a expansion if it's expanding to the liquidity point. All right, we have to go higher time frame. Oh no, we don't. Okay, well, we have equal lows here, and then we have like a previous London. We have a bunch of liquidities next to each other. And then we have already ran down a bunch, so maybe we see if we get either a sweep reverse, or we have a bunch of fair value gaps in here that we can reverse from, kind of like we had today for a continuation play. We have that one, and then we have this one. So let's see. Mark 10 a.m. and then let's play it out. Okay, we got a reverse. Almost, not quite. Okay, displacement candle. Now, I don't know. Let's see. And we're about to cross the EMA. We haven't crossed it yet. And we don't want any displacement. Is what we don't want. So let's see. And we got displacement, so that was too early. That's why I said I don't know if I like that too much, but this move might have filled you. It's kind of a scalping strategy. Like I said, I feel like we're going to continue this day, but let's see. Could have been me just getting out too early. Okay, I did get out too early. That drawdown might not have been that bad. Again, because if you're full porting, you don't want your drawdown to be like 2K on this little move. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to catch it without any drawdown. Let's see. Okay, maybe after this candle, we would have had a little drawdown, but I feel like it wasn't as bad as this. So, play at your own risk, or let's look at the 1 minute chart, sorry. Again, this probably is extremely unnecessary. The way from backtesting it, I don't think it's that necessary. Now, the 1 minute, though, we have a lot of movement going on. Still no fake outs though, because we keep making higher lows unless you got in right at 10 o'clock. But if you got in on the reversal up here, you'd be good to take a trade in a beautiful one. Let's see where we would enter. Do we have any? I'd probably enter off one of these swing highs, tapping back in. Something like I don't know, something like this, which is a nice trade. Maybe to the other side. Again, a lot of them got rid of their daily drawdown rules though, so you should be fine. You just don't want it to be, if it's your max loss, you don't want that because then your account's blown. But we're trying to catch this. Just no drawdown, just a candle close and running up, and just a candle or two. So today was a day, maybe the second one would have been it. Something like this. But I don't know. But as you're seeing, you don't really need this strategy. You can keep trading regular reversals. That's what we're getting. This is backtesting. So yes, I'm for real. You're putting a trade after. We're literally learning. We're not taking real trades. I'm backtesting a new strategy that I've never used before. So I wouldn't know how to put real trades on it. Trying to look like she won a trade. I'm not. This is backtest. This is what happens when new people come in your lives. Everyone who's been here every day for 30 days knows this is how we do it, but I'll keep going. But yeah, so I'm just trying to catch, like I said, the displacement and the continue of the running for like a full port, so you can risk, So this would be $6,000 move, even just here to here, $6,000. You see what I'm saying? We're just trying to catch it small, quick. We're funded. You know what I'm saying? Again, so far this is looking like a very risque strategy. And again, our regular strategy would have been perfectly fine on all these trades as we've seen. So there's no need to do this. You can even risk a little more on your regular strategy, but it's not enough to like fully full port, just enough to keep going. I didn't take a trade. What are you talking about? You're about to get blocked. We're just backtesting. This is how you learn and backtest. You're looking at a new strategy. You're not taking a trade on a new strategy. Why would you do that when it's a new strategy? That's how you lose money. Okay, so our next New York session, we mark our 10 a.m. This is literally, the name of the live is called backtesting. That's what it is. The strat here, hustle and motivate 305, is trying to catch the displacement and a rundown to minimize your drawdown. So if we get reversal, instead of, sometimes we get faked out by S&T and stuff, you just catch after displacement and you get a rundown, and then you can like full port your strategy if you want a full port. For people who like Apex, My Funded Futures, people who... Why is my cousin being so weird? Why would he... he's so annoying. Just seeing how if you could full port in one trade, like if you can get it, because I've seen it happen multiple times where like I get in a trade. It happened today where like I got a good entry obviously on the trade, but if you would have gotten in here with a nice full port strategy, that's all you needed to be funded. You know what I'm saying? And I also got faked out by this candle a little bit, but that's it. Full port, yes. I think you did a great job this morning. Thank you. Devil, Demon, Lucifer. Yeah, I did good this day. I definitely just moved my stop loss and entered a little early, like didn't follow my rules. But yeah, full port, for those who don't know, is like on some people, full port their funded accounts, which in my opinion, you don't need to, but futures prop firms charge you monthly. So at the end of the month, if you don't pass, they're going to charge you the same price as it is to restart your account anyway. So I do suggest, if you want, you trade for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever, however you feel, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. And if you're not close, if you're already close, like $200, $300 from being funded, don't full port, obviously. But if you're still like thousands of dollars away or right back at 50K or whatever, right back at break even, I think at the end of the month, you might as well YOLO a full port, because they're going to charge you anyway. They're literally going to charge you, so you might as well just blow it and then restart. Especially if you're in drawdown. If you're in drawdown already on an account and they're gonna recharge you, you might as well just full port, in my opinion, because they charge every month. Now with Forex prop firms, do not do that. It's one fee, so there's no point. Trade it normally, trade it regular, but always trade normally first. But yeah, I know someone who has like 13 funded accounts for that. He does that. But yeah, I'm not trading. I'm just backtesting a new strategy I've never used before. So I'm seeing how we would enter off of it. I've never traded this. The idea I just came up with today, and I just want to see how it plays out. I'm not here on some furu shit, which is weird energy. I had to actually block J.R. George today because he keeps coming in my lives, and he trades another strategy, And we traded together today, and we both won. And he doesn't believe in liquidity, and he doesn't believe the reason why ICT is reasoning behind liquidity. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you want me to tell you to make you believe it, but we don't have to. We can trade different shit and I'll make money. And I told him, like, you can go on someone else's live who trades like you. And he's like, I just wanted to tell you the flaws in your strategy. And I'm like, so many ICT traders trade, so many non-ICT traders trade liquidity. Like, I didn't understand. Like, he always came in my lives trying to argue. And I just felt like we're here just to learn and practice and show you how to practice. If you don't want to practice this strategy, again, you can go to someone else's live. Okay, we have our liquidity points. Let's see if we get like some displacement, some reversal. We're already close to this one, and then we have one here. So yeah, AA Rodriguez can leave. He can get blocked too, I don't care, but it's just backtesting. It clearly is a backtesting website. I'm playing in replay. I'm not faking anything. And I did say we were testing a new strategy. Oh, 10 a.m. That must have been 10 a.m. news or 10 a.m. news or something. Okay, we swept liquidity, so I wouldn't get a continuation. I wouldn't buy off this candle, even though this is a nice candle. Now, after seeing it open green, I would have played up this candle. There's no liquidity until up here. This is what you want. You want it to be like almost, you want it to be far from liquidity, but almost there. So yes. This is what you want. Zero drawdown, you full ported, you're already up halfway to getting funded at this candle at this point. Let's see if it goes your way. Boom. Then you're done. You made $6 grand in this trade. That's what I mean by full porting and with minimal drawdown, because the drawdown is what eats us. You draw down $1,000 on a 50K account, you're liquidated. You can't trade no more. And for people, like I said, Apex and My Funded Futures, you can't get funded in one trade. Now, do I suggest you do this every day? No, I do not. At the end of the month, though, I think you could do this. And we have a lot of space from our EMA. We got a nice displacement candle. Because like I said, I'm still profitable this week, but I keep getting faked out, and my losses eat my wins a little bit. Obviously, this fake out today was not a fake out. It was me moving my stop loss too tight and me getting a bad entry. This was all me today. So I'm not going to shit on that today. But also, someone told me about these fractals in my live the other day, and it looks just so chaotic to me. But someone says you can use fractals for your entries. Technically, this fractal point was where I entered today on my own. I didn't need the thingy for that. So I don't know who uses those. But yeah, I'm just trying to show a strategy. No, I don't care. I'm already funded, been for 5 years now. Okay, then why are you shitting on us new traders just trying to learn? Like, I'm just gonna block. It's cool. You can do you. I'm glad you're funded. It's like, I don't like how the trading community has been, where like a bunch of old traders want to shit on new traders. Like, all of us were new traders once. I don't get that. Throw a block party. I would. I'm in Mexico though. Y'all don't even live here. Backtesting is meant to take something though and reflect on what is happening. He isn't hating in hindsight, no disrespect. Fractal is amazing. Oh, he was though, because I am backtesting and I'm looking in hindsight. And he came in here like, oh, she acting like she traded it, and she acting like she moving her entry like I'm actually real trading. If you know it's backtesting, that is the point. You don't have to set orders to backtest, because that's how you just get so like, I'm trying to learn what, like, I don't want to just set shitty entries. I want to play things out, see what the better entry was, say how, oh, if this wasn't a good entry, this was. Me setting an order and letting it play out is not going to do that. That's just me taking shitty orders. Like, I don't understand why men think that way. Like, y'all have to just see orders and see money coming up down here to be like, oh, like, no. Because if it's a strategy I just decided to test today, me taking orders is going to be useless, because I need to know how to do the strategy first. But anyway, after displacement candle, after your reversal or your continuation or whatever, it's just the last few candles that run to the liquidity. It's really perfect when you're, again, like kind of close to it like we were today. The liquidity point was here. So yeah, after this 15-minute candle, and then we had another one down here, you could just took it 2 candles or even 1 candle, like just minimum drawdown and a minimum whatever. But yeah, I think fractal is amazing. I use Top Step for my prop firm. Apex asked me to make a video to get paid. Can you explain to me how to make it, please? Now you're bringing up gender. That's kind of messed up. What I've never used Apex. I don't know why they asked for a video. Because it is like y'all. I hate when people call my lives and do that. I'm a girl and I'm black, and I will speak on pro black and pro women things. And if that's a problem, you can get out because I don't care. I call it like it is. Y'all come in the lives all aggressive and being weird half the time, and I don't like it. Like, just leave. You literally can leave. I don't like. It's just, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, especially because my fan base is geared towards a lot of women, and I'm here to kiki with the girls and the non-toxic men. And A.A. Rodriguez was a toxic man, and he got blocked. It just is what it is. Let's go to the next New York session. But yeah, I don't know what that is, girl, about the top step, not top shelf, Fabi trades. I don't know what that is about. I don't know what that is, the video. So I hope you maybe go on YouTube and look it up. Yeah, Mexico is cheap. I'm in Merida though. Not, I don't think, not Mexico City or Playa or some other places. Merida is still very cheap, yes. But also, I used to live in LA, so again, if you're coming from like bumfuck middle America, it might be the same price. But if you're coming from like a major city, or again, it's just a different, like the Ubers are still cheap. Like everything else is cheap though. Like Ubers are cheap, so you'll save money on that. 'Cause even in America, if you live in a small town, Ubers are still expensive. So there's things like that. I just came here, no distractions. My friends, I love my friends, but they go out a lot. And then my parents are super cool and young, so they go out a lot. And, you know, it's just like my sister goes out a lot, and, you know, I'm close with my family. So I just just came here to be distraction free. And to get back skinny, and then I'll be outside for real then. When I'm skinny and rich. Okay, we got 2 fat ass for ready, guys, in 15 minutes. No liquidity to be swept to way up here, so maybe we'll come in here and reverse to go higher is what I'm kind of getting from this, or at least maybe feel some of this. I hate days where it looks like this, but let's just see. Let's mark 10 a.m. But yeah, backtesting is just learning, and I think that's why I backtest this way, to show y'all, because a lot of people backtest like how these guys are yelling at me about, and like setting orders and doing all this stuff, and it's like, no, because if you're setting shitty orders and you're showing that you're unprofitable in the backtest, and you're gonna come back tomorrow and be like, okay, I'm unprofitable, let's do the same shit. Like, no, I like to like look at the chart, let things play out, study where my entry should have been and where it would have been, and then I execute that on the charts. I don't execute that shit in here because I don't really care. The time it matters, I either see if it's profit or not, and I learn here, and I can move things around, and we can see in hindsight what we should do better, not just set and guess like we do in the market, because that doesn't help. And if you don't think if you think setting orders is going to help you and you don't know what you're doing, you're insane. All right, 10 a.m. We're in here. We're trading a little sideways. We don't know. So we want to see a movement. We did inverse this one, but we want to see a movement out of this one or inverse of this one at this point. So let's see. Boom. We got movement out of it. This may be the candle. Like I said, this is something new to me. We haven't really broke the EMA. Some people trade just full. I think they do full candle. The full candle that opens after the EMA is what they do. Like that. So that would be your entry. But like I said, I would have entered off of this one. And then hopefully we can just take it a little bit. You don't even have to take it that far because you're full porting. See, boom. Minimal drawdown. That's the whole thing about full porting strategy. If you can find one, again, this is not mine. I have not tried this yet. Minimal drawdown is what the key to full porting. That's why I said it. I probably should have started my life with that. Exactly. Everyone should take time to concentrate on themselves. I agree. I'm 31 years old. I'm in Miami. It's expensive. Miami is very expensive. But yeah, top step. I agree. Let's focus on ourselves. And then I'm just here to show, like, again. So say, like, we would have took this entry. You can't show this if I place an order. If I place an order, that's all we get. And then we can't, like, move things around. And that's what I don't like about placing orders. I'm not a furu. I trade on live. Y'all see how much money I make and lose on live every day. You see how I lost money and made it back today. But yeah, technically EMA traders, the first candle that opens out of the EMA is what they trade. So they wouldn't trade it this one, they would trade this next one. But when you full port, all you need is one. All you need is one or two. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, futures ones, what confluences do you mainly look for when stepping into stock for the day? I trade futures, not stocks. I trade 10 a.m. reversals or 10 a.m. continuations. So I just look for liquidity, like we've been marking out, liquidity or fair value gaps. Here we didn't get a liquidity sweep for a reversal. This is 10 a.m. I don't take trades before 10 a.m. And then I see we bounced off of this. This is my reversal. Yeah, we pull back and then we reverse out of this gap. That is what I trade. In my strategy, I take it to this, but I'm just trying to practice a full port strategy today. So my regular strategy, I'll go back to backtesting tomorrow. Or I might continue trading this for a little bit. Like I said, I want to do my funded futures and Apex in one trade. I don't know why I want to do that, but I do. I want to get it in one day, and I'm doing 100K accounts. Was done in 45 minutes. Exactly, we were done in like 45 minutes today. Liquidity sweep, break a structural order block with fair value gap inside, maybe even equilibrium. Yeah, that's kind of how I trade. But I don't trade the order block or fair value gap entry. I trade just the market structure shift and displacement, or the breakup structure is probably what you're calling it. Because sometimes it runs and leaves you. But I'm just backtesting a full port strategy today. So that's just me trying to see, like, because I've noticed lately we've been getting a lot of S&T or things like this where say you get in a trade, it'll come sweep you out if your stop loss was here and then running your way. We've been getting a lot of that, and I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm trying to see, like, if we get in after the displacement, how much for a full port, you know. Obviously, if you're trading regular, it doesn't matter. Like, I lost $300, I made $400 back. I made my money back and then some. So my second trade was like $700. So I would have made $800, $700 a day if I didn't lose, but it doesn't matter if you're trading regular. But I'm just saying, for full porting, the drawdown can liquidate you. So I'm just trying to see if you do full port, because some people do. So I just want to see a full porting strategy. I'm not, people get on here and be like, oh, that's gambling and that's how you're unprofitable. I'm like, I don't trade like this regularly. I just want to test. That's what backtesting is for. We can literally backtest any strategy we want. We can backtest flipping a coin. We can backtest only taking a trade when our mom calls us. Like, that's the good thing about backtesting. It's not, I don't like when people come here being negative. Like, we're just trying something new. That's it. And if you don't like it, you can leave. All right, next New York session. So that's what I'm just trying to trade. Now, that's why I put the EMA on there, because a lot of, if you're an EMA trader, you know how to hold your trades. If there's space, you hold. And this is what we're trying to catch. I'm not trying to catch these. I trade the reversal normally, yes. But for full porting, I just want to catch like the long candles after displacement. That's what I'm trying to catch. That's all I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to see. Again, because like I said, futures prop firms charge you monthly. So they're going to take the money anyway. So you might as well, if you're already at the end, you're already in drawdown, maybe you had a shitty month trading, which happens to all of us, it's okay. And you're not a shitty person if you full port the day before they're going to charge you again anyway. Like, don't let these people who don't use critical thinking make you feel bad. Especially because they're going to charge you anyway, and then you're going to start in drawdown. Versus if you lose the account, they'll charge you, and you get to start back at 50K or 100K or whatever, versus having to make now double because you're in drawdown. You see what I'm saying? So there's like no point. Now, with, like I said, with Forex prop firms, do not do that. Forex prop firms are one fee. So there's no point. There's no point in full porting at all. I mean, some people full port Forex prop firms anyway, which I think is crazy because they're not cheap enough for that. The futures ones are cheap enough, but they charge monthly. That's why they're cheap. So, and for me, what I risk in my live account is the same as price as a 50K Top Step account and a 100K Apex account. With the coupon Apex 100K account is like $40. That's dinner for 90% of us. You can full port that. And then don't do it every day, obviously. Don't full port every day and spend $40 a day, but trade good for a week or two and then full port at the end. All right, let's see 10 o'clock, because again, I don't trade till 10 o'clock. I don't trade the 9:30 open because sometimes I get faked out and I don't like it. I feel like I get faked out less on the 10 a.m. All right. Is this where we want to get in afterwards? Do you have an internal liquidity sweep? We're already kind of moving up, so I think, yes. I think you can get in after this candle, take it to, and this is also, you can wait for the next candle, the one that fully opens after the EMA if you want, but I do think we are headed to this fair value gap that I marked. Let's see if we get minimal drawdown. The goal is to catch minimal drawdown. Boom. So much drawdown. This is why You probably should have waited for the candle that crossed the EMA. You would have been stomped out, liquidated, gone on by your day. See, that's what you want. You want to catch like this. And maybe that's just unavoidable. Catching a minimal drawdown is just unavoidable. And that's why we backtest first before we go and just blow our accounts trying this strategy. But what time is this? This was before 10 o'clock though. So we would have missed that. But maybe after this one is something you could have caught, but I don't know how we would have saw that. This was looking very good for us, but this wick down. And that's why I always don't over leverage enough. Like I need enough where I can go to drawdown, and my drawdown's like almost a full liquidation, and then it goes my way. But that day it wouldn't have worked out. So from this strategy, it's not looking the best. You should just keep trading regularly and maybe risk a little more. Like right now, I risk 4 micros on my prop firm account, which is a little heavy, full 40-ish to make like, 600 to 800 a day with no losses. Sometimes, if I would have held longer, it would have been, like a $1,400 a day with not over leveraging or not. I mean, I'm over leveraging a little, but it's not, a drawdown isn't killing me. You know what I'm saying? But if I was trading it normally, I would trade 1 micro. Like once I get funded, I'm going back to safe trading. I'm trading 1 micro on my live account, my 50K account, and then 2 micros on my 200K accounts when I get them. And I'm just gonna focus on that and making, $100 to $200 every day and going about my day. And then once I make that steadily, can go a little higher. But to get funded, cause like I said, I know a guy who has 13 funded accounts by full porting. You just gotta wait for one good setup. And right now, I don't know what that is from this backtesting session. So I'm probably gonna backtest this tonight. Cause like I said, I'm not gonna be doing the 100K accounts probably till like the next month. And I'm trading my regular top step account regularly. Alrighty. Swept liquidity. Reversal. This is something, I didn't even mark 10 a.m. Yeah, you could have just bought it here. We already swept liquidity. We came up. We had a green candle. 10 a.m. you could have bought. Let's see if it goes to the other side. Boom. So this was a perfect setup even on the 15-minute. Obviously on the 5-minute or the 1-minute, we would have got a way better entry, or we wouldn't have. It happened at 9:30, which just happened yesterday. This was a $600 trade I took yesterday. 9:30 already reversed for us, kind of like it did today. There's some days where 9:30 already does the reversal for us. So 10 a.m. we just have to catch an expansion. And we would have gotten at 10, maybe it came down a little bit, kind of gone on this fair value gap, and we took it up to opposing liquidity. You could have just took this regular, and again, even on the 15-minute, you could have full ported this, and we got minimal drawdown. That is the point of the strategy, keeping your drawdown minimal so you don't get liquidated. And that would have been a trade that you could have, got funded on. Again, how do we like this strategy? You can be honest. What's the win rate for the 10 a.m. reversal strategy? Like 85, 90%. We want the longs, big money wins. Exactly. You want the big money wins. Exactly. And like I said, there's times, again, where if you're a futures prop firm trader, which most of us are, they're going to charge you anyway. So you might as well find you a full port strategy. I don't have one. That's why I'm doing this now. I don't mind this though. Especially my goal is to play it off of something I've already traded. That's what. I would have already traded this reversal on my own. We would have all traded this on my live. But I'm saying full port, I want to wait till we get some movement. We get some confirmed green. You know what I'm saying? Because this candle could have easily came down and maybe stopped one of us out. It could have, if someone's stop loss was here, this candle could have stopped us out and then went our way. I've seen it happen a bunch of times. Obviously, I don't care. I just get back in because I would lose like $200, $300, $400, and then this would be a $800 trade, so I'd still end the day in profit. So I don't really trip about that, but I'm trying to. You don't want to get these little fake out losses if you're trying to full port, because then you'll be down 1,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? To make like your 3,000 or whatever in one trade. That's all. I'm just trying a full port strategy. That was a good trade. So you would love to keep it with the trade you already take. If that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. So basically, I get on the chart, I mark liquidity. I do look at higher time frames. Today I'm not. We're already close to here. We do have a bunch of gaps. We can mark the gaps. Let's mark this gap, because then if it comes out of this gap, we're already in this gap. So there's no point in marking it. Hopefully we come in here, reverse out of this gap, and then we get displacement, and then we take the full port trade after the displacement candle. That's what it is. But yeah, the 10 a.m. reversal is great. You're going to get 10 a.m. reversal, and actually, let me talk about that real quick. If you're already close to a liquidity, you're expecting a reversal. If you're not, like we weren't today, we were up here, liquidity was down here, you're playing an expansion. You're either going to get a 10 a.m. expansion or a 10 a.m. reversal. And at first, I was only trying to play the reversals, but now I'm noticing that continuations are very easy to catch. And if not, you can just wait. But there's days like today where I looked on the daily, we were obviously coming to this daily fair value gap. Like, I just knew we were coming to this gap. So you shouldn't have looked for a reversal once it came down. And like I said before, on higher time frames, they will fill the gap completely. It will, or tap into at least 50% of it. So I just knew we were coming down to the gap today, and I played it accordingly. If I would have waited for reversal, it wouldn't have been smart. So today was an obvious continuation day, and then there's days where there's obvious reversal days, like this was the 10 a.m. reversal from yesterday, and we caught it. I got in at 10, which is up here, instead of the people who got in at 9:45, and I took it up to these equal highs for a $600 gain. No loss that day. So you know what I'm saying? And this is because we tapped, this was the top of the daily fair value gap right here. This was the top of the daily fair value gap, so we traded into it today. So you have to have your bias. You can't just start full port and just random shit. You still need to know where it's going, because you know you don't want a full port right here and it could come in reverse. Let's see what it does. Whoa, it did reverse. Do we have a liquidity sweep? No, maybe this is SMT on ES. Okay, so this is a displacement candle. Next liquidity is down here. I think you can get it after this. I actually didn't even mark 10 a.m. So we wouldn't have been on the charts yet. Hold on. Let's see now. Okay, this is why you wait for 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. is usually going to set you up to get back in the trade. Are we going down? Boom. See? This drawdown, this is what faked me out today. A drawdown because I got in early before 10 a.m. Beautiful trade. And you could have gotten just after this displacement here. That's still enough to full port, but we would have gotten, you know, somewhere in the middle of this candle on the 5 minute or the 1 minute. But you don't have to trade it. As you see from this backtesting strategy, our strategy works. These 10 a.m. reversals work. You don't have to full port. You can even risk a little more and trade these regularly. I know people who full port trading very regular. They risk, you know, they trade one big NQ contract on a 50K account. They trade it normally, and, you know, they don't give a shit. Let's see, 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., tap back into a fair value gap. On the 15 minute, that's the entry, but we would have probably entered somewhere here. Somewhere like that. Maybe the spread might have us shitty, because the spreads on these, some of these brokers will have you a shitty entry. Then we just ran down. The reversal happened at 9:30 kind of got a reversal, but it really was the macros. And that's what I trade at 10. The 950 macros, the ICT silver bullet at 10, and the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle all start at 10 a.m. And that's why I trade at 10 a.m. So, but I hate to say like the 10 a.m. reversal works at a 50%, 90% win rate, because it does. But it's like if you got in here and your stop loss was this high, you would have got stopped out. And this is why I said I kind of want to wait for displacement, because sometimes it comes, it stops you out of your entry, because the swing high is technically your stop loss and goes your way. This is probably just a lower time frame SMT on ES, but some of you as beginners would know that. So it's like sometimes I rather wait for the actual displacement and get in somewhere once it runs down a little bit, just because there's no drawdown or no fake outs. You know, because you can even have like a tight ass stop loss. There was no drawdown. for this if you got in, after. So that's why on the 15-minute, I want to wait for that. Obviously, you don't want to wait for the candle to close sometimes, depending on, but maybe you wait for like this swing low to be broken or touched and then get in the trade or whatever. You have to figure out what works for you. But you could have just traded this candle too, like all the way down to the wick. Boom, you're funded. So it does work. You just need some confluences. You need to not just start getting on here and just full porting for the love of God. You need to be like, oh, this is my regular strategy anyway. I trade this reversal. Oh, we got displacement. I'm going to get in and take it to the liquidity I already was going to target anyway. And then you full port that. That's how you should look at it. You know what I'm saying? And then the EMA would help. Because even like this is it. For EMA traders, they trade this. I don't like this run up. I like a long run up. But this is a valid trade for a lot of people. And they make a lot of money trading just this. So y'all should be doing this too. I know y'all like doing this with me, and I love that you guys do this with me, but you guys need to either, you don't have to get FX replay at the beginning if you don't want to. You need to be looking at your chart and like going on the 15-minute and just seeing like every day at 10 or every day at 9:30 if there's a strategy that you want to trade, whether it's just regular reversal, whether it's regular full port strategy, whatever it is. Don't let anyone tell you your strategy sucks. Because I actually hate when people do that. Even if it's towards me, not even towards me, to anyone else. Like, I don't like when people do that because there's so many strategies and there's so many, everyone was a beginner once and they're like, oh, I've been training for 5 years, so let me come on lives and shit on you. Like, what okay, you were here 5 years ago. Like, what's the deal? I'm trying to look at this fractal indicator because someone said, and even someone said that today, they were like, fractal is how you get good entries. So I might have this on my live tomorrow. I'm sorry, this looks crazy with my fair value gap indicator, but I want to see, because this is where the 9:30 people entered at. And then, hold on, 15-minute chart. Where is my, oh, this is a different day, that's why. This was the other day. I'm like, where is the trade I took today? Yeah, this is where I entered at today, and this is the 9:30 people entered at today. So it's like, it could help you too with your entries. You could get in here and take it down a little bit. This could be a full port strategy. Fractals, I don't know if fractals on FX replay. I hope so. Let's see. Williams fractal, what does that look like? What does this one look like? Oh, they're the same, but one looks better. One has bigger arrows. Maybe we like the one with smaller arrows. So let's see. Fractals. Okay, let's see the next day really quick. Okay, we got a swing low. Okay, we got a little swing high. Sorry, this is swing high. This is swing low. And they are marked. Because I guess technically, yeah, if you're a ICT trader, you want like a movement and then a pull back a little bit and then the next movement again. So that'd be your entry, I guess. If we get another candle, another red one, another red arrow to enter, I guess. Yeah, like that one. Oh, it went away. That one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, this is a sideways trading day. This is a shitty trading day. No one should be trading this. There's no movement. There's no movement. This is why I like watching the 15-minute chart. It shows you, like, because in the 5-minute and the 1-minute, this might be some shit. Like, this might be some market structure shift, some inverted value gap, some things that y'all are entering on. And the 15-minute, it's like, no, this is just gibberish. Let's see on one more New York session, and then we'll be done for the day. I might actually backtest this tomorrow, too, because I do want, like I said, I do want to full port my 100K accounts. Sorry to say. Hey, if you want to judge me for it, you can judge me for it. Because one thing I do is I also copy trade with a live account. Let's see. I just don't know this fractal thing. Like, you want to keep you don't want to confuse yourself. Okay. Are we going to get another swing high to go lower? No. So let's see if this was, where was 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. So yeah, it did give you a buy to buy. We got a little pullback into this fair value gap. Again, this is why you need to buy. You still need your daily, you still need your price action, your ICT, your strategy, whatever it is for these indicators or these strategies, because you didn't know what was going on at all before we had that. But now that we have a story, we got in fair value gap, we came back, tapped into it, we got a fractal entry to get in some buys, take it to buy side liquidity. Boom, great trade, very good trade. Without that, what the fuck was going on? You see what I'm saying? So you still need to have your bias, you need to have your liquidity points, your targets, your whatever. You need to have all that still set before you do any of these strategies. If it's fractal, because in sideways markets, you would just be buying and selling and, wasting your time, or jumping in a sell from here because we had a sell indicator here, versus we knew at 10 a.m. we might get a reversal. And we got one. It was a continuation reversal, but we still got one. So yeah, I'm done for the night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I think we're gonna keep backtesting this and keep practicing with the fractal and this strategy, the full port strategy. But it looked nice, even if you could have waited for this displacement candle that we got and the first candle that opened up above the EMA and took it up, and then you would have been funded with minimal drawdown. Because for full porting, you need minimal drawdown, because yes, you can be right. You can be risking $3,000. But if it goes down $3,000, your prop firm is going to liquidate you and not let you trade no more, and your account's blown. So you have to make sure you're full porting in a way where it'll come down maybe a little bit, $1,000, and go up $3,000. You cannot have your drawdown too high. I made that mistake a few times. So it happens to the best of us. But yes, see y'all tomorrow. Of course, y'all are welcome. And I think we'll back to this again tomorrow if y'all don't mind. I know some of y'all probably don't like this and want to go back to the regular ICT, but we have all year to keep trading my regular 10 a.m. reversal strategy. So I want to throw in some more strategies in there. And I'm starting to really like this. Like I said, we only need to do this once or twice. Full port, get funded, then you go back to trading very regular, very safe. And even then, this is still a good, safe entry. This is a good entry. This is a good, safe trade on the 5 minute. We tapped into a fair value gap. We played the reversal back up. Obviously, our target probably would have been here, but again, you want your full port trade to go with your already regular trade. Like if you're trading regular, risking 10%, 1%, 5%, and it's going your way, that's what you want. You just want to wait for a little displacement, because when we trade regular, we'll get drawdown sometimes. Sometimes it'll come down, trade our way will be, since we're risking you only 200 to make 600, it doesn't matter, it's $200. We don't give a fuck. But when you're full porting, you gotta make sure you're not risking 3,000 to make 10, even though you're gonna close here, because it's you're full porting. It's the whole. It's you'll learn when you full port. I full ported on Top Step. I got technically funded, but I forgot the consistency rule, so I wasn't funded. But I did make $3K in a day, and then I tried it again, and then the drawdown liquidated me quick, and I was like, whoa. But again, that was just me being lit on my birthday. DJT. I don't do stocks, so sorry for the stock people who come in here. I mean, I can do it really quick because people have been asking on my lives, and I cannot look at charts on my live. Trump media going up or down. Let's see. DJT. Yeah, we're definitely going down some more to these equal lows. At 1665, we might get a reversal from there. Hope that helps. If you want to look at know where stocks are going, ICT concepts and the daily chart will tell you everything you need to know. I probably should say that so people can start asking me. But yeah, you'll know. We do have a big fair value gap here that was not even filled. Equal lows here. We're definitely coming to 1665 for DJT. And then we probably could go up from there. So it's giving that maybe, but you'll see. I don't like to guess too far in the future. It's definitely going here, and what it does after that, kind of like today, on NQ. Come on. Jeez. So on NQ, I knew we were going to this low. I definitely knew we were going to fill the gap, but I know what happened today. So I took my profit at this low. Whatever happens after that is me, but I knew 100% we were going to the daily low. Boom. And then after that, it kept going, and then that's fine. That just is what it is. So, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Of course. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 Eastern or 10 o'clock in the morning to live trade with me in the morning. Let's make some money. I want to end this week up $1,500 on my funded account at least. But let's see. We might can get funded in 2 days. We at least can be maybe above 2,000. We'll just see. I don't want to go in with expectations and ruin my trading, but I'm just glad I'm profitable too. I obviously have left a little money on the table. I could have been already at 2K, but I'm still not negative. I'm not in drawdown. And I'm profitable again for the second week in a row. So enjoy your wins. Enjoy your wins. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Did I block someone in my live? Oh, sorry, YouTube.